So yeah, I don't have any problem with there being an ending to SquareWorks Media. I'll delete this page. If let's just say, because I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt, because you get so ingratiated with the fact there's people that set up their accounts, and it's happened so much that they know better than to set it up and use it the next day. They'll set it up and they'll set it up months ago in anticipation to use it so it looks like a legit regular account, right? Um, so I'm gonna just look them out. Say maybe this is somebody that's been watching and that they don't have any ties and hadn't done anything before. They're just now coming out to do content. Okay, I ain't got no problem with that title at all. But when it comes to the end of me, even go live and just so people are clear, I explained it to someone. I'm not going to re-explain it, but there's a very easy psychological explanation to why I've been going back and forth saying I don't want to be on here anymore. Back on still yet? There's a real. It was actually. It took somebody. This is the truth. It took somebody to actually say it, verbalize it, for me to be like, like that it. You know, um, taking certain actions can just cause somebody else to up their ante, so to speak. But moving on past that, I don't have any problem in the end of, you know, but I didn't create these people. I didn't create them. I didn't give them any incentive other than if me being my natural self and not knowing the way she worked on her doing it, that's what caused it. It just, it's not. They would have done it on somebody else and named it some other thing. So that's bullshit, I think. And I'm getting you here. Now, don't be talking shit about books because see that's the thing. I never supported any of this outside shit people do. I never supported even the fucking panel bashing and bitch saying right here. And I hope Seeper and Wade see this because I guarantee that's fucking Fusion, Filthy, somebody. That's one of them. And, and they come in and do this as hard as on me because I don't have anyone over here. I make an argument against trolling, and Army questions me back. Maybe she was just doing it purely as a mental thing, so I would explain myself better. I don't know. I mean, else Google like I can if you don't know what the definition of sociopathic is. So when somebody says that they're going to do stuff at the expense of others without their consent, that's sociopathic. The only difference from it of rape is sexual activity. It's only fucking based on. All right. So I think I was making a good, fair argument. I hate that it fucking spiraled to what it did, and and uh, you know, I don't. I'm not so sure of everything. Some things I could be told or sent could be cooked up or a lie. I don't know. From this one person, I wouldn't. I mean, there's absolutely no way, but I don't care about anybody else. And I've thought for a while that some of that shit's just a distraction, and that's basically what it turns out to be. I don't even want to do content on here anymore. All right. You want to know why? the back and forth of leaving and all that? Because if I left, who's to say that they then would take more stuff outside of YouTube on me? Who's to say they wouldn't start calling the police again? And don't none of you say all the shit and go somewhere else with it. Say it over there in their chats. That's legit. Why? Maybe also part is I want to see these people go do shit. I don't know Books in real life. He hadn't done anything real life wrong to me. Gene hadn't done anything real life wrong to me. Bird, love at first, but I'm hoping that she's not involved in anything uh, around here other than timing me out the other night. I hadn't done anything nor anything done to me in real life wrong, maybe, or by Rebel or uh, Iceman, Shane. None of these people. A lot of the people over in the Workiverse, the people that ain't involved but down in the chat, I hadn't done anything. They vice versa. The only thing they've done online is go along with the bullshit to disparage me. I can get over that. I ain't gonna be. I won't be mad about it for the rest of my life. That's what they want. They'd like that. And the fact that they would get off on that, I don't know. It just makes me think that you can always be surprised by uh, different people come up with to do stuff to people they don't like, or how that was kind of over explained. Basically, I guess it never fails to amaze me in the ways that human beings will resort and create scenarios and actions just to hurt others. Uh, let's look at this. This is that group. A African. Well, here, let me just tell you who he is. His name is Books for Moses. You can find him on YouTube. Ben Books for Moses. I mean, I'm on my personal handle here lately. But at the end of the day, other than the shit he's talked, which if you're around here long enough, you realize people can get into a loop, and it's easy to go along with a chat, you know, and to think someone's back like I did in their days when I looking at me. But I think I've had my karma repaid for all that. And I didn't go into it looking to just make fun of and harass a dude. I went into looking, trying to understand about the story and the shit people were talking about and delve into it. In the process of delving into it, I got myself into it. And if I could go back and keep myself from doing it, I would do it. I'd give up my left arm to be able to do it.
Hello, I am here to troll the trolls. Seems things have gotten quite messy in these YouTube streets as of late. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the Workiverse for making my job much easier to the little family. Trolls will trolls, won't they? But now, my target is you. Of course I need help. So I have recruited some of your own. This community is vile and foul. Taking YouTube into real life is wrong. No matter the party, let Mr. Fusion Television speak upon this.
I didn't watch that Rocco bullshit because, I mean, unlike Square, that dude is legit fucking crazy. Like,
Listen to that again.
fucking crazy. Like, he is literally, that dude is legit fucking crazy. Like, I didn't watch that Rocco bullshit because, I mean, unlike Square, that dude is legit fucking crazy. Like, because, I mean, unlike Square, that dude is legit fucking crazy. Like, because, I mean, unlike Square, that dude is legit fucking crazy. Because, I mean, unlike Square, that dude is legit fucking crazy. Like,
So they know I'm not fucking crazy. They know that right there, the way he just casually talked about that. So any portrayal you make of that, it's just been exposed to anybody that hadn't seen it.
like he is,
Because several videos, oh, this guy's crazy, junk box, crazy, insane, junk box, insane. I can't count all the times the words junk box and crazy are used in relation to me. But let's continue. I digress.
literally in fucking insane. But I did see that video where somebody took it to real life to his house and dropped off a letter to his house. Which, I mean, you can say what you want to say about sending something in the mail, but you guys that's really fucking far.
Another interesting thing that somebody sent, and I don't know who this person was that the handwriting matches from one thing to the mail that I got. It matches from another thing, the mail I got, the handwriting does. So, oh, do I still got that mail? Yeah, I've saved. I put it to the side in storage. Sure did. With gloves too. So I hope they were all as forward thinking. Of course, they don't think nothing will ever come out of this. Maybe not. But if you guys don't retire and shut the shit down and go away and quit it, logic and common sense says eventually you mess with too many people and all them people are going to come together and put the pieces together and it's going to be your ending. In other words, your ending of freedom and in a cage of law for breaking it.
Mr. Fusion, couldn't agree more. However, your moral and the hypocrisy runs deep. I believe there was a
Say that again. How many times have I been saying that though? How many times have I brought up their hypocrisy?
hypocrisy runs deep. I believe there was a home delivery to a Mr. Dawson. Let's have a see.
I would put
Oh,
a
yeah,
stamp on.
absolutely. Just don't put the flag up.
Yeah, you don't want the mail carrier to take it.
Take it.
They won't anyway unless it has a stamp. So sometimes
Oh, yeah.
they will do that.
The mail's ran, so he's gonna love it.
Oh, is there mail in there?
Yeah, there's mail in there.
I need you to take.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Look at his name.
Look at his
Yeah, get a name.
Get a name.
Oh, right. What the fuck?
No, the Workiverse is up to no
Federal fucking, wouldn't that be federal offense? And if that's Seth's hand, if that is Seth right there, could it be argued also he went across state, so he tried to be across state lines, right? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so, but food for thought.
good here. Mr. Seth Robinson, your fellow peers should have let you know that just touching open mail is
comment here too. Whoever did make this and made this channel, this is my other person moment. And I say other person because more than just one person has done this, but you know, you could have done, and then you got the whole people that have said, well, if you've been doxxed before, you can't be doxxed again. So who knows the truth? Truth is, you are anytime it's somewhere where the information wouldn't be accessible, you're doxing the person, all right? And now that I understand that, I didn't really think about it or take it into consideration when I showed a video of filthy animals here a while back that I was doing for documentation. I'm sorry, Carrie. Seriously. And books. And everybody else that myself, or if maybe I wasn't in the video that one. So, continuing on.
A federal crime under the mailbox.
And I can't blur it out being on a live, like, so, you know, because I just thought of it. Somebody point that out. Well, you're showing it.
Return address. What a shame.
All right, let's read this. Only authorized United States postal workers may insert mail into a residential. It says only. It don't say, well, unless you got an actual piece of mail. It says official mail with postage attached. Something tells me that little bag of that White Claw shit didn't have a postage mark or stamp on it. So, yeah. And wasn't there a setup photo of the bag and the stuff on another page? Hopefully somebody has that book so you can get that too, because that's intent. And that's just another piece of proof. Evidence.
Hell yeah.
Oh, they take a picture before they put it in the bag and went off with it to share the filthy or the CEO, you know, their fucking god that they view in real life. That fucker.
Yep.
Throw you in the bag.
Yeah, Robert Ed Dustin.
Yep.
Pictures.
Uncle Filthy wanted pictures right there. What did I just say? And people say I'm fucking crazy.
Put some pictures. He
Try to
wants
stay
Wait.
distant.
Is there any other mail in there? Because is that supposed to be the house owner's name?
right.
Martin of so did they not have his name at this point and only his address? I don't understand that. Why would you tell them to break a law, Fusion, just to get his name on camera? Wow. You fucking domestic felon.
Anything else in there with another name on it?
What's that, Mr. Fusion Television? Are you asking your donkeys to keep violating the mailbox restriction law? You, sir, should be ashamed.
Because it's not him. If it's not him, you know, they might get in trouble. But if it's not him, it's not him. They all should be fucking mad at Fusion. Because Fusion acting like the know-it-all he does, he should have fucking known that. Hell, I fucking knew that. This shit came out 20 hours ago.
Shame.
I mean, when I first heard it, I wasn't even on this live. I didn't see the video, you know. And I was like, you know, okay, but that was, you know, I got thinking that was a while back. So what? They got a video. I was like, that it doesn't show their faces. You know, you got you know. But then I got thinking, well, it does have their voice. I mean, it did show an arm. I mean, also, that is illegal. I mean, you know, I got thinking about it more. And then books went live this fucking morning about it.
People in this community look up to you and blindly follow your terrible leadership. What a disgrace. As for you, Mr. Robinson and Mrs.
Nobody should be following his advice on trolling or anything. That's my opinion.
Paulie, I do believe that if
But I'm not an expert in trolling, and I don't want to
Obviously,
be.
and Mrs. Paulie, I do believe that if Mr. Dawson wanted to press the issue, you two could find yourselves in a heap of trouble. And perhaps even the folks on the panel that helped conspire. You all should look at the audio. Well, I hate the term mole, so I won't use it. But I will say, this video was more widely spread than the higher-ups in the Workiverse know. And the answer is easy. There's so many Workiverse members of them, begging for attention.
Kyle Vickery.
And trying to be cool. Look no further than the Workiverse members that are borderline lolcows themselves. Come on, you know who they are. I will not all tips are no more. Little family, I suggest you stay gone. Gene Team, I will end you. And Ian Wilson, you will leave this platform. After all, you
I'll delete this fucking account, but you won't ever tell me whoever the fuck you are anywhere.
created the godforsaken Workiverse. Oh, there's more in this behind-the-scenes video that does not put the Workiverse in a very good light. But that is for another time. Until then, be a leader, not a follower. Voice your opinion, be strong. Good day.
Now, the obvious questions people may have about this is the beginning of the end for the Workiverse, the Little Family, Gene Team, and Square. So one would think, off face value, that this person means to end all of these entities. But didn't he say in the video, Gene Team, I will lend you? Or so, I couldn't even make it out what that was said. But it says right here, Gene Team has always been messy, and the Little Family toxic groups and cliques are gone. But last but not least, me, who must be stopped. Stop doing what, I might ask.
Be strong. Good day. Oh, there's more in this behind-the-scenes video that just use time. Until then, be a leader. After all, you create, I will lend you. And Ian Wilson.
Is that I will end
Gene
you?
Team, I will lend you.
Oh, okay, I will end you. Okay, well, okay, I take that back. It didn't say, it's kind of hard to hear with that AI stuff. The Gene Team is formed as a defense. Well, for someone, I mean, I don't know, Army said that, but, you know, they still technically is saying to end them or end your team. And the Milkman saying that he thinks it's I doubt it. It's not like any video with the type or editing, but still, you can't judge it off just that because well, if they were smart enough while doing this, they wouldn't make it like anything they made before. Who knows? Who knows? Somebody, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, and that's the thing that or the thing that people don't understand that and I think they would roll with too. They just don't because it doesn't happen to them. But if you had this many people making all this stuff and everything, you know, I do my diligence I to myself by not being subbed and not seeking out to look at this stuff. But occasionally I do go and scout or just, and Fusion's always got something to say about me. The last few times I hadn't looked at any of them, because even though I haven't, other than the little small lives I've done here because of the stuff that happened on the panel, I haven't gone live as long as I use everything. And it's got me to think and reflect on like other things that I didn't notice before, if that makes sense. And so I just don't know about certain things, but I know and I don't want to mention what they are because, well, just because, leave it up. I said something earlier in Iceman's, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it the same way I meant it was, and I don't like admitting it really or saying it, but these people have affected my fucking mental health, and how I see on here and check and see in other accounts. Like, I'm leery. I'm, you know, it's hard for me to take anything as a joke, even if it's something lighthearted, without me reading into it deeper. Because I've had that before when my guard was down on here when I started out, and you see what it led to. So, and I just don't understand why people can't understand that. Like, I don't get it. Why they don't. The, Maybe they just don't fucking care. Maybe that's because it's just that simple. Don't care. And I've stepped on toes. I've acknowledged any wrongdoing I've done. Like, I've acknowledged it. I'm not going to entertain any of these fucking false ideas, though, and disparaging comments and statements made from these people that have to do either with me and women or me and fucking their godforsaken shit they started out, or they were asking one person the P word or alluding to it, and now they do it to just about every fucking buddy that they don't like. Was I suspicious about it too and bought into it? Yeah, I was. I was fucking, I kick myself in the fucking side every day, or any day that I think of it. Public humiliation, if you read about it, which is something I'd never done before, but decided to do here recently, it destroys someone's self-esteem. And that's what these people have overall engaged in this whole fucking time. And I don't say it with joy or anything, or to try to, how could I claim that as something? But it happens to me more and worse than so bad that other people will take that shit like Books has and they'll use it and it'll be their talking points and shit. And nobody fucking understands or cares how that makes me feel. And then they think I can react so quickly and porn bomb, you know. But I only did that recently with Books, you know. Most people know you know, and if I can't talk to somebody, I'll just fucking leave because some people are just they're you know, you can't talk with them because they're set. So it's not a debate or argument. It's just they're just going to keep you know insisting that you know they're right. So I mean, why even talk to them? Some people may see me that way. I don't know. Maybe not every single thing, but there. I know I'm not fucking perfect. I don't fucking. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. I did not try to do that, dude. I fucking cut myself down there near the major vein. I thought, fucking piece of shit. You try to act like you're not a troll too, like some other people. But then you go and you have a lot of stuff where you say the truth, you advocate for others, and you're not a dumbass, you know. But then you turn around and you engage in the shit that you've talked about others doing, like you fucking confuse me, man. Fuck, I ain't. It's not like I've been trying to fucking talk to you. Marlon, I said this, I went live one. I mean, dude his fucking wires are crossed. Shit gets him excited in ways it shouldn't. He's fucked up. Why would you want to see Seth's ass tattoo? I would not want to see that. Um, I'm cutting back the event line because here soon I'm going to be working doing that on a few days, and then the other 5 days of the week I'm going to be doing caregiving again for somebody. Somebody that my family knows who, well, they're going through a divorce and they've got dementia and stuff. And I don't know how long I'll be doing them because they have to end up. I don't know. You know, their dementia is not that bad. I think it's like early onset dementia, whatever. You know, but but I'm not talking anymore about that. I probably fucking said more than I wanted to already as it is. But you ain't gonna be able to find out who they are, Workyverse or nobody. So yeah, suck ass. No, I mean they can't. I'm telling you, it's something that yeah. Don't even. It's not even. Yeah. I'm just telling some of y'all also. You not for them, but if anyone is watching, I know some are. That is something I'm gonna be doing here again soon for work. I just wanted to fucking give an update to people because I know some people probably do still question whether or not I, I actually did taper off my stuff, and I did. To the same point where I'm not even the same person as I was a year ago. So their whole reason was it was supposedly to try to get me into rehab or whatever. Well, I don't even need that now. So, I mean, and abandoned for a while now. I mean, with Filthy going on there the other day and say that he's going to keep doing it, whether I'm online or offline until I'm broken mentally or dead. Oh, well, why would they do that, dude? They called my fucking school. They called the hospital because it was the only hospital near where I live. So they just guessed. They had to have. And yeah, it turned out to be where I was doing my clinic from my college. And had not the time they did it, I would not have graduated. Bottom line, I only had less than 20 sticks to get, so I was able to do them at school. But if I had 40 or 50 sticks, what? What do you mean, was it Laura? I have no idea who called the hospital. They wasn't going to tell me. And the only thing I could find out from my teacher, because they had told the they told the hospital that I was like, and that I was on the EDL list, so I shouldn't be around people that in care operations like that, which is a thing if you're on it. But I am not on the list because I don't know. I've never had any charge like that, and I'm not. So therefore, I wasn't on the list. But even though they found out that I wasn't on that list, just because of the sheer number, this is what I was told, quote by quote, the sheer number of calls they got in the short time they did, they, they won't have you back. And she apologized because I had told her, uh, Dean, all about this situation when I started school because I was worried that they were going to try to fuck with school and that. They didn't, and I asked my teacher, has she gotten her? She said, that's why she said, I didn't expect, because she was telling me it's not going to be an issue. Don't worry about it. And I said, you don't really get it. And she told me when that happened, she said, I apologize. She said, because, because I asked her, I said, did you let them know? And she said, I didn't. She said, because, because that would make me question, it would have just thrown up red flags to begin with. Because this isn't a common fucking thing for people to go through. And the Workyverse knows that shit too. And they know that when I try to tell people, I look fucking damn crazy. If I didn't have some of the evidence I had and the people to back it up, that, I wouldn't have been believed. probably been fucking working at local psych unit. So they tried to say somebody that died from their group had done it, Berlinetta. I don't live with my dad, and I live with my parents. My mom's been dead, and she never had anything that I wanted nor could steal from. Thank you very much. My dad, my dad, fucking, he's never put his anything in the position. And if I had stolen something, I would have. No. But no, I'm not on my medications anymore because I chose and felt with the consultation of my doctor I didn't need to be on them anymore. But that should have never been started because of any of these people. They damn sure don't get it. Because it's lucky to God they didn't get me further and back into addiction, like further on more medications, or actually, because one time I did think about, and at one point I had in my hand, but I didn't. And I know they like to think probably that they had a hand in that because they had called. Well, you know what? In a twisted form of fate, I'll, I'll give the credit God for that because it didn't end up because of them. It was an instrument he used them with. Uncle Will, I don't ever see you in here. How you doing? I, I'm not having mental issues, Uncle Will. I just have a mental, they exacerbate like my. I have depression, anxiety, and PTSD, and they exacerbate, if not two, all three of the. I don't know if they really exacerbate my third one. I when they bring up and try to murderer for a car wreck that it wasn't even my fault listed in an official highway patrol report, yeah, it does fuck with it, I guess. But you know, I I said that I would, and then if I delete count and then go, I mean, at the same time, I mean, I don't know if it's a moral issue you'd call it or what, or pride, but I don't want to allow them to make me do that or have to do that. And then I do it, and I don't interact with any of these channels anymore unless I do it from an alt account and I never reveal who I am and change how I type to everything else because, it's just a lot. I'm all right, man. I'd be better off if I didn't have all, because I can't even go around to some. I mean, there are some channel stuff like I would like to interact with or whatever, but I don't because and some of them I've seen they've posted. So like, and that's one of the things they accomplish with this shit is that they taint they act like, well, what image reputation? You don't have any. Well, no, I mean, I know with letter videos you got, that's all you make, and some of you don't use disclaimers. Filthy said, I'm not using no fucking disclaimer. I intend to break that son of a bitch mentally or until he's dead. He said he didn't care if I left. Like I might get off of here and they just go back to fucking calling authorities or fucking sending stuff in the mail, or some of them might actually get challenged to fucking come here. Like, I don't want to tempt them to fucking up their tactics either. So I'm really talking hard. My shit's roboting. Yeah. if my shit's robot, I'm gonna get a better. Maybe I don't know. They didn't stop me from getting up. I just talked about earlier how I've got a job coming, another one. I guess you didn't hear that. But they tried to fuck up my schooling, which would have fucked up with my future job prospects. So yes, they did right. Since it's roboting, I guess I'm gonna get off here because I don't know. Is it better? Uh, I'm sorry, bro, Lynetta. I'm not doing any content. I mean, I came on here to just talk about stuff, you know. Your sister and Army, I guess, are gonna hate me now forever, all because you know, I wasn't even doing anything but make an argument, whatever. It's just that guy, the way he said it, it just sounded so scummy. Like, I have fun at the expense of others. Just the way he explained his form or his take on trolling. I was like, that's fucking sociopathic. Lord Ludacris, you're not hidden, but you will be now. I don't want you over here in my shit, dude. Uncle Will, I hope you're doing good on the waters, man. I've seen one of your recent videos here lately. I watch you every now and then still. Um, it's sad, man. I ain't trying to really get all deep in it, but I hate seeing what I see going on with some of the, you know, I lost my mother in 2017, and even though she did a lot for me, and she couldn't do everything for me in life. She wasn't able to be a regular traditional mother, but she was there for me when she could be, and she took care of my Mimi when she had cancer, and I just couldn't imagine. Uh, but I just couldn't imagine being to the point to where I couldn't talk for advice like we'd be at, you know what I'm saying. Uncle Will, these people in work universe hate me. Dude. It don't hate me. They got strange of either showing affection or in trying to, in some kind of, reverse psychology way, build my character. I mean, that's something they've tried to flaunt before. And so, did you think that's why we do it? Like, no, no. Maybe nobody right here in here hates me, but I mean, I don't see how when you call somebody a dick, so one of the most, if not the most hated type of perversion a human being can fucking demonstrate. Murderers are more liked than they are in prison. You know, and you can't justify that as trolling. I mean, Wacky Jackie, they went and other YouTube chat and lives that are completely affiliated with this community. And yeah, you might have the argument, well, they don't know who you are or whatever. Well, no, but they put my name out there where I live and say it. What if somebody said, well, I'm gonna look into that part, and then they did find this, you know, like, uh, in this argument that I did it to myself, like, I never went and made videos or tried to disparage any of these people before this stuff happened. Not even initially that caused it to happen. I didn't, you know, anything. They've already proven that Guitar Fingers started and encountered me and thought that I was going to be something special long before and started recording my early videos when I was making fun of Johnny, when I was looking into Johnny. I got from Johnny's page to other pages. I don't know what the order was after I got to Johnny's, but from Johnny's there is where I found everybody else, you know, Blue and all of them, and different people, other sons, all those people. You know, this whole algorithm. That's how my journey started. So I don't see how I did it to myself unless you just call me winding up over here on my own by my, you know, I guess that's the case. We did a lot of stuff around outside yesterday, and I've been plugging a lot, and that's how I got this recent lead about caring for this one person. I ain't said no names or gave any specifics or nothing, so you can't say that I've done anything, you know, because I have to be so careful. Like I came on here at first thinking, you know, I'll be able to talk about content I like, and I talk about me, and you know that I could be comfortable and everything. You know, I did not expect I'd have to be this fucking guarded. You know, and when that one person was like, you know, do you know about who this is? You know, you better see this person. I'll get them on you, and you know you'll be the next Johnny Goble and Durkee. It's the exact fucking words. I think I was on that phone and looking up that stuff, looking at, and I mean, I could tell from then. And at that point, I was led to believe, well, it's because you know Durkee does this and Goble does that. You know, of course, when you first see it, your mind's gonna start lying, and you'll get justifications, and you know, and some of them rationally you'll think, you know, well, yeah, I can see that. Think anything else about it. But is that really all it is? Is it that simple? I don't think so. Uncle Will, you have a good day, man. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Take care. Be safe out there, man. Have a good one. Yeah, I had to get up early. I can't wait to get back in the groove though of actually going and punching clock, so to speak. I mean, here since COVID, most of the jobs and recent stuff I've done, it's kind of like an electronic, you know, thing. You start and then you hit end or pause or whatever. But you know, actually going and I remember back when I worked at a retail, you go in and have to go all the way back in the far back, back in maintenance area, and punch in that fucking clock. I don't like having to be at home so much. I like having a routine and being on the move. I get fucking restless. I get cooped up. Well, I mean, if I mean you said it, dude, not me. But I mean, I'm not calling you out either. I agree with you. I mean, it's not, maybe because I've been called it or falsely labeled it or whatever, but I just think it's wrong. Like a lot of these people, if you look into some of the more known, the people that truly, and you look at the effect of the streams and the trolls and everything they've done to them, even like some of it, I mean, like a lot of the stuff that happens, like just giving an example, the Daniel Larson dude, like in the video where back when he was a child, like he had issues, he still has issues. I'm not saying he's innocent. He's a man now. All those facts. I haven't looked into much of him. I have no idea. All I know is from one video that I saw from Papa Gut that I clicked on randomly. A lot of people were manipulating him. And, like bad. I'm talking about like telling him to go off half of the other side of the country, say crazy things, do crazy things. Is he at fault for doing some of them or listening? Probably after a certain point. I say yeah, after a certain point, like found out and realized what happened. But then again, if he didn't realize it, then how can he know? I don't know. I really don't know about him. But you can't say that the shit has a positive effect. And that dude, like, oh, I don't know. Just the little stuff I've seen, like, maybe I'm just a fucking bleeding heart. Maybe I don't know, have too much compassion. I don't know. I don't know anything about Daniel Larson, so don't criticize me. Like, I don't know. I just know about, you know. But I don't want to get into that stuff. Like, I don't even like the Chris Chan dude. Like, just a few. what he, and I don't think he can blame. I'm not saying no one manipulated him. Totally different person thing, but it's just like it could be argued that giving somebody like Larson any attention or whatever. I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't fucking know. I'm not an expert. All this is really like, I've had so much. I used to do lives. This is the first time I've got on here and actually talked like this in a while, this long. So I didn't watch a lot of this, but I guess here, I was looking at some of Cyrax's stuff and whatever. I mean, he was dumb for fucking to go outside. I mean, he should have just, but it's easy, like, I don't know, it's so easy though but then again, I've heard some things he's done that's worse, but I don't know, but does that mean that he justifies being, that other people break laws? And I don't know. That's a question there. My mind says no, I don't think so, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. Nobody's talking. Nobody's talking. I'm gonna end up getting off here. So I'm not just gonna sit up here and ramble for people. It's fucking like bad. Like I can't even come on here and do a live and with expecting that anyone that's in here, just in here just to be curious about the live. Like I need to know that is a screen recorder and a bunch of other people that obsessively are obsessing over me. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not saying that these people do everything. Like, because some of them do fucking outlandish and illegal shit and vile shit. I mean, so maybe some of them really are bad, like people say, but does it justify having, because I don't know if people, but you can read about it. The public humiliation. There's a reason why we don't have public humiliation as punishment anymore. Back in the old days, it used to be punishment. They'd put you up in a stall and people throw stuff at you, whatever. But even after that would be over, it would have lasting effects on that person's mental health. And it was found to be cruel and all this other stuff, and would lead to bad, they got rid of it. And the same thing on here. Can you imagine going from just starting on YouTube, having maybe 500 or less followers? You meet 5 to 6, 7 different people that are a part of something bigger, like Target and Tropical. But and as time goes on, they escalate, get more and more people, and do more and more. Because I know one thing, I do catch on, and as I've caught on to certain things that they've done and used, to do more shit, and so it evolves. And it didn't stay all online, cross boundaries, walls, it's hard enough when you lose people in life to have some obsessed people tell you every day and remind you that those people are gone. Or worse, say that you caused. Even when you know you didn't, it doesn't matter. It still fucking hurts. You don't want to think of stuff like that. You don't even want to consider it. Are you serious, Nicolas Cage? Wow. I don't know about him. I see. I seen so much crazy shit here lately. It's unimaginable. I think this is actually Daniel Larson's. I think this is his YouTube.
Here's how it's going to work. He needs to get booked in. He needs to get processed, his mugshot, his fingerprints. He's being held for a third-degree assault. And once all that is done, then we allow him one phone call. And once all that is done, then we allow him one phone call.
Bro, it's Daniel Larson. No fucking way. Take out his ass. Holy shit. Oh my God, they're fucking taking that.
Like, that's just crazy that, so he's not even a student there. And, and he gets manipulated into how? Like, he must have, but I have seen him where he's been in a group home. I did see that footage. And that was one thing that, um, I don't believe he took up for him. I don't want to get anyone thinking that I'm saying he took up on his behavior for that because he was in there and he was banging his head and he was recording stuff and like I mean he does do something. I'm not sure he's doing them because he wants to go through that. I think he just doesn't have the mentality, and he believes these people that fuck with him. And, so like I said, that's fucking sad. It really is. And I mean, he's wrong for what he had done also. Like he was fighting, I think, with this one guy that was helping take care of him after his grandmother had died. And, that's just, I mean, like obviously, I'm not someone, but see all that shit is sad because it's evident he's got issues. But to have issues like that and to be online how he is and all of that, well, maybe now people understand like why I don't like these other maniacs. They want to turn that into. They want that to be me. I was just discussing what happened with Cyrax, and they said that's going to happen to me. Like, well, number one, I don't see how because I don't care if you stood out on the sidewalk, Fusion. I'm not going to fucking approach you, even if you sent somebody at So. So I mean, that's where Cyrax was dumb. Was he let himself get so mad and worked up that he went over there and he basically started a fight. I mean, he he opened himself up to being an inside guy. It's been twice here recently. Oh, they are. Well, that's what I'm saying. That there's actual some yeah, they're kids. I mean, and that fuck that. Yeah, because isn't he like 21 or something? He's young. Daniel, I don't know how old he is. Like I said, I ain't delved all into Larson. I have no idea about him. I just know about the thing with his mentor going out to LA and the group home, and then the fucking stuff just a while ago that y'all told me about getting arrested. I was thinking about getting a capture card because my gaming and I don't know. But if I go off to another channel, see how theoretically and do that, like I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't feel safe fucking and that's how like I wouldn't feel safe chatting. You know, maybe ever. I don't know. It would just be just straight gameplay unless somehow I could figure out a way to do it and alter my voice to a point that it would never be figured out or to be. I don't know. Man. Yeah, see, he's dumb because I mean, to some degree, he knows that he doesn't have. That's the other thing I heard about is that he's like, isn't he like perpetually homeless right now or something, or has been, or goes through periods of it? Like, if you require help and stuff like that, which you have to, all type of stuff, and then I mean, to get to the point to where you jeopardize it, like, man, like, why? Like, I could not. But then again, you can't understand it because you don't have his mind. So, he's a caseworker or something. I mean, he should, I mean, and in his case, I would say, yeah, I wouldn't say he necessarily needs to get off the internet, but he should just necessarily like not stream. Basically, more in order, and then also stream a different way or have a different presence. But he's got like all these delusions that he's a famous this and that and everything. I don't know. People want like I mean I've seen that they want him to. Some people say he needs to be put away. Like that's scary. That we got a lot of people that Now I'm not saying like if he is violent or something else, like that maybe. I don't know how that stuff works anymore because I know that they got rid and changed a lot of stuff, got rid of asylums or whatever. But you know, if he could just get away from that and focus on his life a little bit, and maybe he can come back and do that's what he likes to do. I don't know, man. I'm just not a hateful person. I just can't, I just can't get behind the fucking mentality of hating somebody. I mean, unless they're a really like truly like they know what they're doing wrong and they'll hurt. I might get behind and criticize them and not feel so bad if something happened. Oh, Haldol. He needs a shot of Haldol. Yeah. The one time I got that given word and called the cops on me for no reason and through arguing with them and saying something in a hypothetical way is how I meant it, and police took it as threatening. Next thing you know, I end up in a hospital being held for evaluation. I finally get through my evaluation, and then, they let me go early because I didn't fucking deserve to be there anyhow. But when I first got there, I went to sleep, and then I woke up, and it was like really middle of the night or something. And I'd asked the question, and they were like, well, the weekends don't count. And not only that, I was being told that I'm going to have to wait on my medicine because they got to verify things. and I knew I didn't belong there. So yeah, I fucked up and I lashed out that first time. I kind of had I cussed and said what I said. I didn't get violent or anything, but I cussed and made a ruckus. And then I straight up walked back to my room and came in there with the fucking dose of Haldol. I mean, that was kind of demeaning a little bit. I didn't fucking refuse it or anything and have to be mean, but they gave me a shot in my arm. They don't, obviously, if you show any signs of anger or anything that points towards aggressiveness, maybe, they're gonna fucking give you a dose of Haldol. Because it will make you go sleep, and then when you wake up, you will be passive for a little duration and slowly come out of it. I guess that's why they use it, because they use the theory to cool off, kind of cool off. Yeah, my ex-wife, Kayla, was prescribed lithium. She was, I think her parent, I think it was your parents, wasn't it, dear old Kayla? Miss, I'm gonna come online and because I got paid to talk about you, bitch. Yeah, your parents made you go to, what was it, Lakeside Behavioral. You met your other crazy little lovebird story from there you told me about when we first started talking, Zach. Zach was such simping for her. His ass would drive down from Memphis all the way to fucking Holland, Missouri to pick that ass up. Get him some sweet, sweet ass, didn't he, Kayla? Fucking slut. Oh yeah, she a slut. She a slut. And no, I don't feel bad saying that because I didn't come on here to talk about her. Lie about her. I hate things went the way they did in a way. Actually, let me rephrase that. I used to feel that way. Now, after some time's passed and I happen to see what her hair looks like as of late, I'm play dodgeable. Could be worse. Could have had a child with her. No, I'm not there. Yeah, you want me to keep talking shit about her, don't you? No, I'm sorry. Let it be known, I wouldn't have said that about her if she hadn't have been, because I wasn't an asshole when we broke up. Even after she fucking punched me and everything else, I helped her get her stuff out of my storage. Hell, I fucking stayed there for months until she could get it. I didn't have to do any of that. I could have simply stopped paying for it and it would have gone away. I could have done a lot of different things. I didn't have to get her a ride back from LA when she decided to leave me out there. That she did leave. She was like, I'm staying, and then she called me 2 weeks later. Please get me, and then she did the shit in Nashville. I drove back out there to pick her up. You know, her mother tried to, she had to, and I was like, no, she's my wife. It's my responsibility. I'll go get her. You know, I did the best I knew and could, but it wasn't good enough. So that's that. She didn't want to be married anyways. She just wanted to use somebody to climb to a higher position. And that's exactly what she did. She didn't eat out of a dumpster after leaving Scientology. I don't believe that for one moment. Because when I wanted to leave, they did not say, all right, we're everything else like that. I could just up and leave. But, you know, and it's not like they hadn't dealt with people before. They call it blowing when you leave. They call it you blown. And that's what they said. So you want to blow? I was like, yeah, I want to leave. And they're like, all right. They didn't treat me, other than maybe looking down on me or whatever. So I find that hard to believe. It's happened to people in Scientology. It has, and they certainly did fuck with our people, find out what the other's thinking or whatever. Like when I was starting to want to leave and stuff, was communicating it with her, and she had gotten sick. And when you get sick, they put you in isolation, and you're literally isolated from everybody else besides that. And I actually snuck and went to see her in ISO, and she had told them about it, but they couldn't believe that because I was able to finagle and move my way around the place and find things and looked at things I probably shouldn't have, and I done that because I heard things. I heard things about, like, from some people that I did in Brazilian, and I had encountered one guy, and he said, he's like, I've met he's like, I've known a few people that have worked in there, and he said, you'll be there forever. He said, and if you ever leave, he said, it'd be like you're homeless. He just talking about, because they don't pay you any fucking, you can't call you. It's not a salary. I believe they don't even refer to it as a salary because technically you're a volunteer, but it's more like an allowance. Yeah. I didn't love the church. I thought I did, but didn't really love the church after I saw how they were, the way they, you know, it was not like it was not a spiritual experience. Let's put it that way. So there was no love. And yeah, I loved her, but I could not make her leave. And I had to leave there. I mean, I couldn't stay, and living at that point when you start, you're in all male, all female quarters. What do you mean? What'd you read about Daniel? Oh, fuck. What has he done? I need to know. Because if he's done something, send him whatever. Because I'll tell you, some of the stuff I've seen is mild. Like I haven't seen anything where he's fucked somebody up, like other than him fighting with his mentor. Or talk to any, but like, what is it? Like, you're gonna make me have to Google it. Shit, I need to. Oh, damn! I forgot. I forgot. I need to tell her one other thing. So, why the handwriting from the package matched MC's package? That's what I want to know. Unless, I don't know, Filthy didn't send it. He had somebody else. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, Daniel Larson is, wow.
Hello, everyone. This is Daniel Larson. I love CP. I am sorry for having 500 megabytes of child porn. I am sorry for 500 megabytes. I am sorry for having 500 megabytes of child porn.
Wow. Dude said he had 500. No, I'm not even gonna repeat it because fucking they'll clip me. Fuck that, dude. So yeah, he's demented and people are fucking with him. And I'm reading what you're saying down here, whoever you are. Whoa. That was Daniel Larson's audio. I'm okay. You guys probably could hear the video. So that was the audio of Daniel Larson saying that stuff from a video. Yeah, the caretaker. Yeah, I called it his mentor. Somebody, I think Papa Gut did too. That was Bob. Yeah, Bob. Same name as fucking Fusion's cat. Well, he needs some help. I hope that he'll get it. Maybe I doubt the gangle phasing because from what I've seen too is that he gets arrested and runs off. So I don't know how that's going to work because if he does that, that's only they'll only ignore that stuff when it's low level, but something like a third-degree assault, which apparently, from what I just seen, is what he got charged with. He better fucking show up to the court proceedings. May get lucky and get some probation or something. But if he don't, he's gonna fare well in jail. I can tell you that. Georgia Viking, why are you trying to act all nice, dude? You fucking have laughed and been a part of that crew. I'm just sick, you guys. I'm sick of it all. I need it to stop. They might say they hadn't done anything, to me outside YouTube lately, but they have. I mean, they keep calling my phone every other time that they feel like it. I'm surprised they haven't done it while I'm live right now. Maybe some of them are all at work and they're just too busy. I don't know. I got to get to work later on. As soon as I get done eating lunch. Look, dude, I think he's fucked up, but don't say he needs a 5150. Well, I mean, Fusion admitted himself. They know I'm not crazy. And that little audio that fucking dude got from whatever stream or whatever. So, and they know a lot more than that. They know that, even through all their bullshit, I was able to manage to get through my schooling. And they've tried their damnedest to almost not make me, necessarily, but just kind of push me in the direction of doing, stupid shit. And some of the times they've been, I hate to use the word successful, but it is what it is. I had to experience some stuff to learn it, to be able to get over it. That's just how life works. let's check this out. This supposedly a millionaire, crypto millionaire, ruined his life.
1 year ago, this man sued me federally because he didn't like that I called him out for scamming his audience. It was a textbook slap lawsuit. Then he laughed at me when I tried to raise funds to fight his. I was rocking full Gucci tracksuits and having more than like $10 million in crypto. But the other night, a video of his came up on my timeline where he was begging for money from his audience because he couldn't afford to pay $20 in gas.
So I humbly ask that you donate. We have ERC20 address, Ethereum or stable coins, but whatever you want to donate. If you want me to list addresses, Bitcoin address or something, I can do that too. Stable coins, like I said, are the easiest right now. So we're trying to fund the legal fund. They took the Lamborghini, so I couldn't sell it. Like, obviously.
My initial response to this was, is this a joke? The dude was wearing a Rolex in the thumbnail of his last. Oh, no, it's actually real, and he's already raised over 6 figures. An update to the story because he also live streamed himself showing up to the house of an ex-coworker with the woman he was cheating on his wife with, and then he got arrested live.
Carlos's house. This is where Carlos lives, guys. I am live streaming from Carlos's house.
What is even going on anymore? But clearly, there's a lot to be talked about in today's video. Starting off with, I made my first video on him, which was back in November of 2021. I made this because I previously saw a video of him where it was obvious that he was paid to promote a crypto coin by the name of PAMP to his audience. And I thankfully saved that video because he went on to a podcast later on to say this.
I'm just saying, we are transparent with people. Rake us over the coals for things. We do what we say that we do. And you're over here saying that I shill coins. And yesterday you were saying, like, we just go and we say, go buy this and we sell bags. Never in the history of this channel have I done that. Not one time. Not one single time have I ever done that.
So I made my video stating that, in my opinion, he was a dirtbag because he promoted garbage like Quick. Simply cannot be trusted with financial advice because you don't know if he's trying to enrich you or himself. Here's a prime example of that. So he made a video a while back on a token or a cryptocurrency where the price could only go up. What if
there's a project guaranteed to increase? I know you would probably want, wait a second, that doesn't sound right. Well, this is where we get into the complicated gray areas of decentralized finance.
What was that, big boy? A project that's guaranteed to go up in price? Let's see where this project is today. Well, he's running people to my house and giving multiple cease and desists. And this is after he bullied multiple smaller YouTube channels to delete their videos on him. But I decided to stand my ground because I believe that my video helped people understand that he was getting paid to sell absolute garbage investments. So what happened next was not fun at all. I was in a lawsuit, big boy, the door and threw the lawsuit at me. And that couldn't have been worse timing because I was about to have my firstborn child like within 24 hours of being served. So I need to record a video and try to raise funds to help me fight this because the lawyer that I had said, hey, this, if it dragged on for long enough, could run you about $500,000. So my game plan was to see how much I could crowdfund from you guys. So I posted my video and I raised about $14,000 from you guys in the first couple of hours. I was absolutely blown away. And meanwhile, this is what BitBoy was tweeting. The 16-year-olds are in full force today. Good thing their attention spans are 4.2 seconds. I'm sure I'll throw a $10 on your mom's purse to help you out, bud. When will folks figure out everything you try to do to hurt me only helps me? This has to be so frustrating. I just keep winning, and the wins are only about to get bigger. Well, that energy wasn't in the lawsuit. You will have to find other ways to chase clout. LMAO. I will not allow it. You can't literally make up lies and accusations about people. There are consequences for this because you tell two truths in one lie. That doesn't excuse the lie. Hate me all you want, but at the end of the day, people will be held accountable for their lies and slander, period. Then Kobe blessed me infinitely by donating $100,000, and I received roughly another $100,000 from you guys. Instantly, now he was worried this is actually going to go to court.
We did not want this to become public. I guess when I decided to do this back in November, I want to keep this behind closed doors. I've had another lawsuit. It was behind closed doors, and it worked out great. And I think that both parties were happy. And it was.
I'm so confused he thought I would be quiet about this. But I'm also surprised that he said, yeah, last time I sued someone, it stayed private, and we both ended up happy. Yeah, I'm sure whoever was sued from you was really happy with that.
Obviously, if this would have been public, I wouldn't have done it. Not because I want to hide it, but all we are trying to do is take down the video information that has implications for me as a person. And, you know, when my kids go and they Google their dad, you know what comes up? That video.
This is such a lame excuse, especially with what he's done recently. He shouldn't be worried about me. He should be worried about his own actions because he does a great job at him and stuff all his own.
Here's where okay. Where we're at is at this point, it has become public. It's become an absolute default. We know Kobe gave him $100,000, so you know, hopefully that money will go to good use. But yeah, so we are going to drop the lawsuit 100%. And I'm sorry this became public. I'm sorry that this has been misconstrued. But I just want you guys to understand why I was doing this. This was not about a slapstick lawsuit. I know that's what everybody says, right? It's frivolous. It's not frivolous. When someone implies that you can be in trouble from the SEC, that is not frivolous, guys. That's a very, very, very serious.
He had this to say when the SEC actually showed up to his door.
I got a letter from the SEC last night. Don't know how long it had been sitting, waiting for me to get back. Gary Gensler has now came knocking at my door. Very scared, Gary. I'm very scared. I will start by giving you my reaction to the letter from Gary.
Clearly, for some reason, he isn't worried about the SEC. But then for some reason, he admitted that he dropped the lawsuit because I raised money to fight it.
So at this point, like I said, there is nothing really we can do. And the money came in on his side. The lawsuit was never about money. So hopefully, it tells you now that we're going to be officially dropping this. I emailed my lawyer about 15 minutes before we went on air here. So that is going to be happening.
So in my opinion, he sued me because my video showing his actions made him upset. But after that whole legal debacle, since it didn't go to court, I ended up refunding absolutely everyone who donated to me. But then moving on to BitBoy Crypto Lore, 2 platforms he also promoted, Celsius and FTX, both collapsed. And that's when I was like, yo, this guy's losing it. He even flew out to the Bahamas to try to find Sam Bankman-Fried. And I don't really know why. It's not like he could arrest Sam, but I guess he just wanted to go out there to farm engagement. Because that was like the biggest thing. Then BitBoy went out insane allegations towards Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, claiming he someone, which is just beyond confusing because he sues me for defamation and then goes on to defame someone pretty much right after. Then, because of the collapse of FTX, there was a massive class action lawsuit suing a lot of the influencers promoting. Actually, BitBoy's name really flew off for this one because he started sending out personal attack after personal attack to the opposing counsel. Here is one of the emails that he sent to one of the lawyers for some reason. I don't know why he would ever do that. But then you have the whole saga around the project called Bitcoin that BitBoy was shilling for a couple months. And since I haven't been on the project called Bitcoin ever was named because he started sending for personal attack to the opposing counsel.
Yeah.
Here is one of the...
Hold on, I'm going to look at this.
Emails that he sent to one of the lawyers for some reason. I don't know why he has that. But then you have the whole saga around the project called Bencoin that BitBoy was shilling for a couple months. And since I haven't been paying enough to the crypto community, I'd asked Zach XBT for the TLDR on that, where he said it was meme coin season recently in crypto once again. Ben.eth created a meme coin. BitBoy Crypto joined the team and paid Ben.eth a few $1 million for ownership. Ben.eth then proceeded to create 2 more meme coins called Psyop and Loyal. He had people participate in the pre-sale by having them blindly send money to his personal ENS address. From his tweet history, it seems like Ben.eth had zero clue about what a ledger was until last month. He's commingling funds. He has retweeted like 4 different phishing scammers by accident now, causing followers to lose funds. People proceeded to send millions of dollars to Ben.eth for the PSYOP pre-sale. Logo looks like he ripped off Pokemon. Upon launch, Ben.eth sent out the tokens to pre-sale participants and holds like 97% when the next year later announced the 3rd pre-sale to Loyal. People proceeded to send millions of dollars more to him, 20 million plus in total from the pre-sales. I think he's about to send those tokens out soon. Imagine he'll be manipulated once again. Ben.eth has been retweeting and vouching for a bunch of other meme coin pumps and dumps as well. Yesterday, BitBoy announced him and Ben.eth building a product utilizing the tokens. The product is literally a Uniswap competitor and seems like a potential security. Considering BitBoy and Ben.eth are both US citizens, it seems like something the SEC would enjoy in the future case. Then we get to the most recent happening in the BitBoy crypto lore, which led him to asking his for money. And that starts with this. The BitBoy crypto account saying yesterday Holdings, the parent company of Hit Network, took decisive legal action in removing Ben Armstrong from the company and specifically the BitBoy crypto brand. This difficult decision has a culmination of a prolonged effort to help Ben during his relapse into substance, as well as reconcile the emotional, physical, and financial damage he's done to the employee better, and we're going to get through this together. We wish him the best and regret that it has come of this and are hopeful for the future of BitBoy Crypto. So that's definitely an odd move because I thought Ben was BitBoy. I can't really see the channel like having any long-term success without, because every time a YouTube channel personality built on it, Red, BitBoy or Ben was kicked out of the company.
So this dude, that's crazy. But that's cool to see that this guy's got such a good audience that respects him and trusts him that when he got sued for that bullshit, you know, they helped him because, like he said, lawsuit can run a lot of money. And I think that at the end of the day, nobody wants to have to sue anybody or anything. But at the same time, you know, people will do stuff and bank on the fact that you won't because it's so much of a hassle. And then on top of that, you spend all this money and they know you don't want to. It kind of just makes it a breeding ground where only the affluent people or rich people could get justice for themselves in that way. That's fine. But we'll get back to the rest of this. I'm sorry, I had to take a break and grab something. I stepped away to make a sandwich and open this bag of chips. So I will mute again. Brownie? I got it. Okay, buddy. Let's get back to it.
Created, and he claims that they've taken all of his money. So he then logged into the Bencoin cryptocurrency Twitter account of his and said this: TJ Shed and Justin Williams have attempted a coup of my company. Just confirming what's going around. It's true. There's been a meeting at BitBoy Crypto Network, but it won't work. They have no leverage. Until they can clone me, I have nothing to worry about. He then makes this video where he says this.
And so today, as I put $20 in my gas tank earlier that I had to borrow from someone because I've been 100% cut off from all my money. Well, that wasn't paid for the last month. That wasn't paid. It was supposed to be getting paid by people that work for me, and they didn't do it. So the credit card's maxed out. And guys, we're in a tough spot here because they're trying to make me stop fighting. And so I humbly ask that if I've ever done anything for you, if I've ever encouraged you, if I've ever given you a dream that you might have something different, if some of my content has helped you, or if you're on the outside of the situation looking in and you see how dirty what's happening is, then I humbly ask that you donate to your RC20 address, Ethereum.
Oh, God.
Well, hello there, Square Bear.
What do you want?
I heard you're sad and missing me. What do you mean, what do I want? I want to talk, buddy. How you doing?
Really?
Really?
I mean, you're really doing this right now? Fucking pretend to be Ghost of Shadows. Fucking see you or talk to you, dude. I ain't even fucking missing you. Just been finding out and hearing about how you didn't get an EPO on an army really, and other things. That's about it. Like you telling people to fucking commit a felony, you know, because you're a felon, you like felonies.
Best, but whatever you want to donate is fine. If you have other stuff you want me to list addresses, Bitcoin address or something, I can do that too. Stable coins, like I said, are the easiest right now. So we're trying to fund the legal fund. They took the Lamborghini, so I couldn't sell it, like obviously. And I'm in a bad spot right here, guys.
If anything,
there's an example of you know, I dropped the link for. I'm at the link, and I've said it before. I'll say it again for people that need to be reminded. It's for only people that have never been up here, that want to come up here and be cordial, civil, or people I know. And it's definitely not for the people who I've told to leave me alone a million times.
this is just sad. If anything, I just feel bad for his family. But I'm definitely shocked in how quick things changed here, because this dude had everything. And now it seems like his own actions robbed him of that. But he also tweeted out the Georgia Department of Revenue has frozen the title of my Lamborghini and are holding it as evidence. I've offered TJ and Justin a deal to stop this if they resign and walk away this weekend. But it's also worth noting that he himself said that the Lamborghini was in the company name.
They took Lamborghini from me because it was in the company name.
And I mean, the whole feud within this company, that would need to be in a video in itself, because I mean, Ben just dropped an hour-long video on his own channel, plus a bunch of phone calls that he leaked from him, people in that company. Whatever happens in that lawsuit, that's definitely going to be interesting. BitBoys raised roughly $200,000 from what I can tell, so whatever happens here will be an absolute dumpster fire. So I spoke way too soon. I went to bed early for once, and then I was awoken from my phone just absolutely blowing up. And then I checked my phone to see that everyone was texting me saying that BitBoy arrested live. So I get up and get to my computer and see that CoffeeZilla tweeted out this. You do not understand how unhinged this really is. Ben Armstrong just showed up to an ex-employee's house who he accuses of stealing his Lambo. He decides to bring and the woman he's cheating on with his wife. I decided live on YouTube to live stream where my Lamborghini is. But no one's talking about the craziest part. Ben scheduled the live stream ahead of time, meaning Carlos saw this coming miles away. And surprise, surprise, called the police, who immediately arrested Ben. So it's definitely safe to say when I said whatever was going to happen was going to be a dumpster fire was a massive understatement.
Carlos, I am live streaming from Carlos's house. Carlos has my Lamborghini right here in his.
You know why this is bad? But this is bad because what the guy will do is he will by doing this, he's basically put, he's put his house out there, a video, picture, pretty much doxed the guy for his audience. He's accusing him of causing all this stuff. And now all these people are going to hate that guy, probably send hate his way. He's doing it in the hopes that people will send hate his way. That's it's kind of similar to what these people online do to other people, but it's a different situation entirely at the same time.
In his garage.
I am in disbelief. This is not real. How is this happening? How did we get here within the span of just 1 year? Let the courts handle this. Why are you in front of this man's house? I did a 40-minute live stream where I reviewed everything that happened, because he was throwing out some serious allegations left and right, and he name dropped like 20 people. But the main part of this live stream was when the police approached him.
Hey, do me a favor.
Go to your spot.
Yep.
Okay, stop.
How's it going?
Put your phone down.
Go to your spot.
Put your phone down. Is anybody else in the car? Yeah, who's in the car? Who? What's that? Who's in your car?
Go to your spot.
Who's in my car?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Who's in your car?
Who's in my car?
Who's in your truck, sir?
Cassie is in my car. Cassie's in my truck.
All right, Cassie.
Cassie's in my truck. My wife knows that we're here, by the way. She knows we came to do this. My wife is
Where? So we're live on YouTube right now.
I am speechless. He went to his ex-coworker's house with a girl he was having an affair with to live stream an encounter with him, doxes his ex-coworker, and gets arrested. This is hands down the dumbest live stream I've ever seen in my life. If he was on a mission to just make his life infinitely harder, he probably succeeded with this live stream. But the arrest details say that Ben Armstrong, also known as BitBoy, has officially been locked away in jail, as confirmed by the local sheriff's office in Georgia. BitBoy livestreamed an incident where he attempted to steal a Lamborghini from an ex-business partner with his mistress, who he cheated on his wife with, all while being armed and under the influence. Law enforcement authorities have also discovered illegal...
Uh-oh. He was under the influence and in possession with a fire. Ooh, that's not good.
In his vehicle. That last part makes things make a little bit more sense, but what do you even say to that? He needs help. I feel terrible for his family. There is a lot of collateral damage that just happened here. But it seems like this situation is so far from over, so I guess we just have to brace ourselves for whatever's going to happen next.
Damn. Anyone see the Shabusiness
Another sentence. Thank you.
hearing?
Okay.
Shabusiness.
So, Mr. Business, this is your opportunity to address me. If there's anything on your mind you'd like to say before I pass sentence.
Did she say anything?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
Huh. Probably good.
When passing sentence on cases like this, the court has to consider the factors set forth in State versus Galleon. So I have to consider the gravity of the offense, the character of the defendant, the need to protect the public, as well as other aggravating and mitigating circumstances, including rehabilitative needs and punishment and deterrence, and then craft a sentence in each case that's appropriate. In this case, when I consider the defendant's character, I can say that over the course of this case, I've learned a great deal about you, Ms. Business. First of all, you were
Shabusiness. Come on, man.
there until you were about age 10, 12 rather. You seem to have had a stable childhood. You were loved by your mother and your father and your brother. And unfortunately, your mother passed away when you were your dad's incarcerated. But I'm confident that all three of them probably still love you very much. Her father's employment was transferred to Green Bay when she was about 12 years old, and hence began the contact Ms. Business had with this. She attended Bayport High School. At about 16, she moved to Texas to live with her grandfather. She graduated from high school in Cotulla, Texas, and eventually came back to Green Bay.
I've never heard a judge sit here and give like a biography of the defendant. This is interesting.
Because she missed her father and her brother, which again doesn't surprise me any, because as I've
And I'm wondering how they got all this detail.
indicated, I think they both love her very much.
Well, I mean, research and different things, ask, interview, but still, I mean, it's a lot of detail.
I read over the pre-sentence investigation report that I ordered, and that outlines some work experience that she has, and I think that's a favorable character trait, because quite frankly, not everyone that lives in this community does work, and I think it indicates someone who wants to get out and support themselves and not make anybody else do it. But that reflects on character. She has a limited court record. Certainly we have pretty much the entire extent of her criminal record in front of us here today. But it's a limited record that reflects on character. She's got a family who cares about her. And although sometimes people take that for granted, if you sit in this courtroom long enough, you'll realize that you should never take your family for granted, because so many people come in sitting in that chair in an orange jumpsuit and have absolutely no one who will come in and say, I'm with her. And that takes a little bit of fortitude to come in and do that. And frankly, today she's got extended family that comes in and does that for her, because her direct family are unable to do that for various reasons. And so I think that speaks to Ms. Shabusiness's character, because there's people in this world who find value and worth in her, that they're willing to come in and stand behind her. So
I think she is like perplexed, because like, is this for real? I mean, I'm not trying to laugh at it, but in a way I can't help, because I guess it's a mechanism for dealing with what I find to be hard to come to terms with, the fact of what she did to this poor dude. Definitely, I think she was under the influence of meth or something. I don't know.
That reflects on character. I'm cognizant of the fact that she began using drugs at a very young age. Marijuana at age 12, cocaine at around 18, and methamphetamine at around 18 as well. And we've heard a lot of testimony about drug usage. I don't have any doubt that that has an impact.
Drugs or not, I still find it abhorrent somebody could do something like that.
Impact on how people conduct their lives and behave from moment to moment. But quite frankly, as far as this incident and these events go, I think I've spoken to this already in prior hearings, but the fact of the matter is, when I watched the interview with law enforcement shortly after these events, I observed someone who was lucid, understanding what was going on, was tracking what was being asked of her. Answers were tracking. Everything seemed to be together at that moment. I don't really see the influence of drugs now. It doesn't mean it's not there, but I didn't see it in that interview, which is the most closely the most close proximity to the events of this night that we have, is that interview. And right then and there, she seemed to be very lucid in what she was doing. But I don't doubt, but there's a long history of drug use, serious drug use. Methamphetamine is a plague in this community, and it seeped into this case as well. And it's something that we have to constantly fight against. It's not a battle that the system wins often, but we're making some headway. And every little step we take is perhaps one life that can be saved as a result of that drug coming into this community. But it's a big problem, and it is in this case. I've heard about Ms. Business's mental health history. I've read stacks and stacks of mental health records that have come in as recently as a few days ago. And I read them over, which allowed me to learn even more about Ms. Business and about her character and who she is as a person. I've heard about her son who lives in Texas, and I'm absolutely convinced that she loves her son. I'm going to say more about that in a minute, but that's a piece of who she is because she's a mom. And I think that is a title that is a precious title, and it's an important title. I'm also convinced that a person comes into this court with their life.
The fact she has to have that spit mask on, I mean, because she flipped out and tried to attack her lawyer in one hearing.
Up to that point in time, as a demonstration of their character. What kind of a person are they? What do they bring to the table as a member of the human community? Not just this community, but as a community, the human community as a whole. And there are some things about Ms. Business that speak well of that. I was a little bit put off by a statement that I read in the pre-sentence investigation report, frankly, from her father. He said on page 17 of that report, "I feel like the system could have helped Taylor and kind of failed her as well." And I reflected on that because it's difficult to understand who people refer to when they say the system fails people. Because you know what? It's not the job of the system to raise people's children. The system tries to do that. The system is not perfect. Like our fight against methamphetamine is not perfect, but we carry the fight on. People in our community get into the system, be that the court system or the system dealing with child protection. Really, I think what they're referring to, I don't know, but it seems to be the government. The government needs to come in and do more to take care of people who have gone astray. And I'm not sure that that's the case. Nonetheless, attempts are made. Attempts are being made in this courthouse every day. And to suggest that somehow it's the system that failed. It always surprises me a little bit when people come into court. They're coming in an orange jumpsuit and chains to suggest that it's the system that's failed my daughter. There's a certain irony in that. There really is. And it disturbed me when I read that piece. Not so sure it's really relevant to what should happen to Miss Business, but it was relevant to what I heard from this witness here today, because I think the system does the best it can. It's imperfect, and it has very much to do with the amount of resources that the public wants to put into the system, and those resources are finite. But as I say, in this building, the system is doing everything it can to fight drug use with all of our treatment courts, with everything we do, to try to help push back the plague of drug use that's occurred and that we've heard so much about in this case. So I read that statement. I heard from Mr. Business's father. He is coming in here to talk about his daughter, who's also going through the system. And I couldn't help but think of everything I heard about Mr. Business's son, because it seems to be a cycle. It seems to be just a circle. It's coming around. I certainly hope.
No, that's concerning. Tired of hearing about all
Difficult
this.
to recognize the general belonging that most people have for their art. There aren't superlatives for it. There aren't really words for it. With no advanced warnings, with some mental health issues. And so when I consider what offense, at this, as to in 22 CF 363, count one, that's the first degree intentional homicide as a repeater. It's a Class A felony. I'm going to impose life imprisonment without the possibility of extended supervision. I believe that's appropriate in light of the findings that I've already made. As far as count two, mutilation of a corpse as a repeater, a Class F felony, I'm going to adopt the recommendation of the pre-sentence investigation writer. 7.5 years of initial confinement followed by 4 years of extended supervision. That'll be consecutive to count one. As far as count three, third degree sexual assault as a repeater, Class G felony. I'm going to impose 3 years of initial confinement followed by 4 years of extended supervision. That will be consecutive to count two and count one. As far as the revocation cases, I'm going to impose 1 year of incarceration on each of those counts. Those will run concurrent to the other offenses. I've reviewed, as I've indicated, reviewed both of the pre-sentence investigation reports. There's certainly valuable things in them. I'm going to, as conditions of supervision, I'm going to require no contact with the victim's family, maintain absolute sobriety, complete SOT assessment and treatment follow-through, obtain and maintain full-time employment. To the extent there's ever supervision, GPS monitoring. I'm going to require an AODA assessment and follow-through, psychological evaluation and follow-through. The recommendations that are contained in pre-sentence investigation report submitted by the defense indicates or suggests that there be services engaged in for substance abuse and other mental health issues. That's a reasonable suggestion. And I think I've encompassed it in the recommendations that I've made, which is there needs to be a COMPASS evaluation and follow through with any treatment recommendations that are proposed. But again, an AODA assessment and follow through and psychological evaluation so that Ms. Business can get the help that she needs while she serves the sentence. I'm going to order court costs. It's $538 per count. That's a total of $1,614. That'll be the order of the court. I do need to indicate, as I'm required to at sentencing, that now that Ms. Business is convicted of a felony, she'll lose her right to vote until it's given back to her by the governor or by state law, and she may not possess firearm or wear body armor. Any other record you'd like me to make, Mr. Saunders?
No.
Mr. Freilich, any other record?
Your Honor, the 580.
Or wear body armor. Well, damn. What if you just wanted to protect yourself? Huh. Yes, you can't.
1 day's credit for time served.
Any objections?
No, and there's an additional 60 days on the revocation.
Whoa, what'd you do there?
1 day's credit for time served.
No. Mr. Freilich, any other record? Vote until it's given back to her by the governor or by state law, and she may not possess firearm or wear body Any other record you'd like me to make, Mr. Saunders?
No.
Mr. Freilich, any other record?
Your Honor, the 581 days credit for time served.
Any objection to that?
No, and there's an additional 60 days on the revocation case.
No objection to that.
581 days credit on the first case, and then on the revocation cases, 60 days credit. That'll be the order of the court. Then, Mr. Freilich, you can go over your client's appeal rights with her,
Yes, I will.
and then this matter is now concluded. Thank you.
Thank you.
She's interested in filing that appeal. Crazy woman. Gonna kill her fucking lover. Yeah, he got 200,000 from people, and now he's in jail. His wife knows he's been cheating and everything else. You know, what he should do is he should settle all the lawsuits he's got, because, I mean, I think he's got, what, 1, 2 lawsuits? I don't know, and probably looking at a divorce coming up and court case and everything. Yeah, hell, if I was the guy that was at that house and he stood in front of, and knowing that he got all that money raised and everything, I'd be suing his ass too. Yeah, it don't look too promising for that guy, does it? I first seen a video about him on another guy's channel I watched. He's got a little bit of he's got a little bit of something.
I'm finna end this stream right here, y'all. I'm live on my stream, y'all. So I'm finna drop the link if anybody want to get up there and holler at me. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Let me post it. Really weird, Lord Ludacris. A lot of people gonna see you for what you is, man. Go ahead and get out of here, man. You can hit my cash app, Lord Ludacris. I'll let you on my show. I'll let you say everything you want to say. Hit my cash app. Otherwise, get out of my face. All these people.
Yeah, if some of y'all can get them, I can encourage you, because unless I which I haven't got around to doing it yet, but unless I get help from State Patrol or the feds, I can't get any help from my police.
Oh, y'all, I'm editing this video. I'm sorry.
Fight that he's going to fight it, obviously. Right? So, if it goes to court, you just might want some legal counsel. It's not a joke. I'm not saying get Matt Murdock now. I'm just saying be careful of, because obviously he's not going to want to go to jail first. So he's going to contest it. And we're not going to dismiss it. That's what's a fight that he's going to fight it. Did you get a lawyer? Get a lawyer.
Okay.
Because do you plan on representing yourself?
What do you mean representing myself?
You're
I'm
gonna
a victim of a crime.
yeah, no, you're gonna report it to the police officers, right, or FBI or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's probably gonna dispute it. That's probably got to go to court.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's.
It's not a probably, it will go to court, Ruski. I mean, that's if enough evidence is presented on by books and others, and it gets presented to the whatever prosecutor whatever the initial officer it takes to report prosecutor's office circuit that he refers it to. They'll look it over everything, and if there's enough there, then they'll charge it. He'll have to get a lawyer if he wants to, like he'll have to get an actual paid lawyer if he wants to have any sort of mountable defense. And thing is, these people do have kind of not a huge, but significant little population of people that support them. So they would definitely crowdsource for a lawyer. Doesn't mean that he would win.
He's gonna fight that. He's gonna fight it, obviously. Right? So, if it goes to court, you just might want some legal counsel. Not a joke. I'm not saying get Matt Murdock now. I'm just saying
a victim can have a lawyer, but I don't think in this case he'd need one unless he really wants to make sure that they get charged. It might not be a bad idea if you think of that, because if you show all this, he might not be wrong actually, Books, because if you show all this to a lawyer and say you want to turn it in, but you want to make sure something gets done about it, and tell the lawyer, you know what I mean, then they might be able to help out with that.
be careful of, because obviously he's not going to want to go to jail, prison, so he's going to contest it. And
no, he don't want to. If he's talking about theft, which I'm pretty sure he is, then no. Can you imagine going up in there and having that tattoo on your rump whenever Bubba's about to spread them cheeks?
And he's hoping that they're going to dismiss it. That's what he's hoping. So get ready for shit like that.
Well, okay, appreciate it, Roofy. What you got going this morning?
Yeah, Bubba gonna take them cheeks.
Work. Got work going on this morning.
Okay.
Oh, big Bubba.
Getting ready for work, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm aggressive with pussy as well. Okay, Chrissy, don't worry about it.
He calls Joe and all Dawn and all them KKK community, but he's Cousin's #1 puppet. Runs and tells him everything, but Cousin's always on Joe shit. Does he say you? Don't you? I mean, you hang out with Cousin and he's all up on their panels and shit, right? Right, bitch boy? Didn't you hide me in someone's chat too? Take 300, motherfucker.
Jesus.
Why don't you like NFZ?
That's Cousin's puppet.
Oh. Damn, Cousin's puppet.
Yeah.
So
if you ever wondered, like, oh, why is Cousin in my shit? Why is That's because they don't have content.
He can.
They can't come up with their own content.
I realize that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, NFZ, he's a bitch too, by the way.
Who?
Why don't you like NFZ?
That's Cousin's puppet. Him that I had reported his channel. And I kept telling Joe, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. So then he's like, well, get up here and prove it. So I got on his panel and opened my tab, showed him that I did not channel, but I had reported JP. I reported his the Sunday prior, and that was because Nikki's fat ass was up there talking shit on me Bird, Red Z Mac, Nookie, Pretty Eyes.
So you assaulted at Nikki, so you decided to flag JP. What kind of sense that make?
Guess what? Did you not hear everybody else saying that they were going to report him, mass report him?
Everybody
Did you not
says
hear that?
report
Fuckface?
everybody.
Are you kidding me?
What does that mean?
They were mass report JP.
Who cares?
You better
People say all the
ask
damn time.
around, bitch. You better ask around.
Actions is what counts, and it showed your actions on your reports. You was actually
I flagged him. Cry me a
doing
fucking
fake shit.
river,
You got
crybaby.
exposed for it. That's all I'm saying. And then you
Okay, I
hanging
got
out with
exposed for it.
racists, and you
your
allowing this
fucking point
motherfucker to
is
say
what,
nigger in your
bitch?
shit,
What
and you
is your
sitting there
fucking
laughing
point?
about it. She was laughing about racism, and she kicks it with these motherfuckers. And then she
No,
wants to
I
come
was
down
laughing
and
at him calling
kick
you
the
that,
up.
bitch,
Shit don't make no
after fucking
sense.
a month's worth of fighting with you. So shut
You
the fuck
you the
up.
wrong shade. That's all I'm saying. Because you over here trying to kick it with us, but you sitting there laughing with them when they're talking shit about
Who
our
else
skin.
isn't over there laughing? Yeah, you too, Just Jenny. I've seen you over there.
Who?
Was you not over there laughing with
Over
Joe,
where?
Just Jenny?
Who's over where with who? Huh? See, you
Just
ain't got no
Jenny.
argument.
Was you not
all you
over
do
at
is sitting there
Joe's
talking
laughing
shit.
and
You
kicking
ain't
it
got
with
no
him?
argument.
Are you
I
not over
exposed
there?
you and you heard
There's
about
a
it.
shit ton of people, you dumb fuck.
I don't fuck
So are
all
you
of
going
them.
after
Fuck all
all
of them.
of them?
Everybody who hangs out with them racists, fuck all of them. That's my point.
Cousin does.
I'm not giving nobody no
And
special
you're
treatment.
there at his shit
And
all
you
the
got
time,
exposed
aren't
to be
you?
mad about it. So what the fuck
Huh?
is the problem?
What's your hey?
All I did
Cousin's
was tell
there
the
all the
truth.
time.
All I did was
Didn't
tell
he?
the truth. All you did was sit here and try to make up fairy tales. That's it.
That ain't fairy tales. I just told the
It
whole
is fairy
fucking
tales.
story.
You coming up with bullshit. I'm coming up with facts. And you mad.
Is Cousin not over there all the time
And
on
you mad
Joe's
at me because
panel?
I
Is
hid you
Joe
from
not on
cousin shit? He told
Hello?
me to hide you. So get mad at him. That's his shit. That ain't my channel. Shit.
Oh,
You
so
the
he
one over here
told you to
fucking
do
salty.
it?
Yeah,
He
he
told
told
you
me
to
to
do it?
fucking do it. That's his
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna hide your dumbass. I didn't give a fuck. You around here salty and shit.
Because I thought you were taking a grudge out.
I don't do
I
that
didn't
dumb
know
shit.
Cousin had done that. But I
What I'll do
appreciate you
is
telling me
I'll
that.
post a video, I'll post a community post, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
That's it.
But can you explain to me why you go to Cousin's shit and he's on Joe's all the time and Joe's on his?
I talk shit to Cousin all the time, every time I see him do that shit. But me and Cousin got a history. That's the only reason why I tolerate Cousin.
And you do this to everybody that you see at Joe's?
Everybody.
Dogs?
And ask them all.
Okay.
That's why I left the TTC.
So if
I don't
I
do
can
with that
prove that
racist shit.
wrong,
I'm a brown man. What the fuck it look like me for fucking around with them?
well, I mean, apparently you had to be watching Joe, right?
Yeah, I kept tabs on my enemies back in the day.
Back in the day, this was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, that's back in the day to me.
Okay.
I done moved on. Now I can't come to timed out. What kind of shit is that?
You are more, you know what? Since you told me that Cousin told you to do that, because, did you not hear him? He made it sound like, oh, my top mods can do whatever they want.
Cousin does that shit. You ain't learned him yet?
No. Fuck, I can't tell. He's bipolar as a motherfucker.
Exactly.
1 minute he's cool, 1 minute he's not. So he made it seem like you were the one that had the issue with me.
Because he wanted you mad. And he got what he wanted.
Well, you are more than welcome to chat in here or anywhere. Y'all, you heard me say like I was going to time him out everywhere. No, I won't be doing that. Now that I know.
All right. All right.
I got to bounce. I'm heading to work.
All right. Cool beans, bro.
All
I
right,
hope
later,
you have an amazing
See you
day.
back.
Okay, see.
All right. That's what we call conflict resolution. Positive. You know what I'm saying? Just like that.
See why I like to jump on panels.
Yeah, man, you can just hash it out.
By the
Yeah.
way,
Huh?
also speaking of that, Paula Pauly, quit going into other people's chats and trying to start shit with people. Like, if you can't go into somebody's room and chill, shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me, cunt. Like, it's pretty simple. If you're going in to somebody's chat that's not even in this community and you can't chill the fuck out and just have a good time, you have issues, bitch. Don't be trying to go in and starting shit between me and Sandra and the fucking content creator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Paula don't like me either. We used to be cool back in the day when I hung out with someone else. There was like 4 of us, and Paula used to be nice, and I didn't realize what the word.
Oh, it was a joke. Why y'all always worried about stuff like that? If you wasn't worried about breaking laws, you wouldn't be worried about Bubba spreading your
Working
cheeks.
person was back then, but as soon as I got under the working person radar, she fucking flips the scripts and turns on me and shit. Talks a whole bunch of shit, man. I don't like that shit.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Paula don't like me either. We used to be cool back in the day when I hung out with someone else. There was like 4 of us, and Paula used to be nice, and I didn't realize what the working person was back then. But as I got under the working person radar, she fucking flips the scripts and turns on me and shit. Talks a whole bunch of shit, man. I don't like that shit.
And then let's just keep it real, Roosie. Who do you think sent the police to your house? Now, I know I got drunk and I said, oh, it was Andrea. Let's be real. Who do you think sent the fucking coppers to your house, bro? Probably the same people that were threatening that, oh, you went into that store and they're going to get that dude's business shut down. The same people, I hate to say it, calling you pepperoni nipples. You know, them same folks snitched on you. Like,
Yeah.
what they? Oh, we're going to call cops over there and Roosie's going to be
Man, snitch on him. They false snitch or made it up.
over there drunk and get arrested for, you know, being drunk or whatever.
I wasn't
Or,
even
you know,
there.
but, you know, in their mind, they didn't send the police over there for your well-being. We can say that.
I don't think they did. But yeah.
Just like they didn't do it for me.
No, I was somewhere else. I don't want to say who I think it was. You know, we're being stream sniped right now. I can tell you a private, but obviously it was Workyverse.
What I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say names, but yeah, one of them, 2 of them, more than them. I don't know.
Yeah, they called police on Square.
Why not say their names?
Yeah, Square's harmless. I realize why they would call the cops on me, but Square's harmless.
They called police on him 2 times, I think.
Yeah, so.
Try 4.
Yeah. No. Next thing you know.
From now on, books, like, make sure you put that porn blocker up because you don't want them using anybody else's name to get up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I try to click the 3 dots to verify, but sometimes people can copy. Bragged on it. Bro, I would be in an orange jumper right now, waiting for the goddamn gruel to come out. Come on, man. They wouldn't have spared me, gave a damn, laughed about it. Probably would have made videos of me in jail, you know. There's probably books in jail, you know, pinata farm videos and shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm giving them bad content. So I'm sure they want to do this. Pretty sure.
I'm sure after this incident, they just keep it online. They can't figure out a way to, you know, use the post office to, you know, you can mail something to somebody and the postman can put it in their mailbox. You can have a DoorDasher walk up to somebody's door and drop it off.
Sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches
Hey,
all.
can I ask? Let me ask you a question. Booski.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to Bruce. Okay.
What are your thoughts on Angel getting arrested?
I reviewed the footage a little bit more, and I realized that Angel was in the wrong. At first, I thought that the black gentleman came up and assaulted Angel. What ended up happening was Angel's camera turned off because Angel threw soup on the dude. I think Angel was eating some soup, and yeah, I could see if it was like a black officer that came up and, you threw soup on my fellow brother. Hell, who house didn't the fucking police go to this year? I mean, come on, shit. Slide, everybody shit.
Oh shit! Yeah, damn.
Everybody shit. Who else at the police showed up at their house? Trying to think.
Now the police need to show up at those people's house for real. You know, like charges.
Fusion had the police come to his house. Johnny Gobble, I believe, took the police to his house.
Yeah, it wasn't good enough.
Shit.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
Everybody's just going everywhere these days, eh?
Yeah. I think Bird said the police ran up in her spot one time.
Well, they tried to, I believe. I think they tried to send police, but they don't know where Bird lives, actually, so.
Well, I mean, I would still add that. I know hey, it didn't work out, but technically you still would try to
They don't know where Bird lives.
get the police sent to somebody's house. So I would still add that list. So I would add Bird on there. Shit.
How the heck did they get her dad and all that info then? That's crazy.
Shamey.
They don't need to be having anybody's address.
I could have sworn I was.
They need to forget mine and everybody else's.
Stop it. The Woody Woodpecker laugh.
I could have swore.
Said that, but did you not see him come in under the NFZ account?
In New York, and it was just a child of God, just up there talking to Casey. She asking questions, trying to figure out answers. We trying to figure out the answers together.
I got you. Just don't tell that I told on him, okay?
No, we're gonna tell that you told. We're gonna let them know that you recording it, I think. So she was an accomplice to that crime. She was a willing participant to a felony.
Versus that person, or Angel gets
It's called
arrested,
aiding and abetting.
stuff that are telling books this and that. So I can kind of see why Bird would be pissed.
But to Jennifer.
Oh.
Wait, what were you saying?
You know that the Gene team had nothing to do with Square porn bombing you, right?
Yeah, that's what y'all say, but like I swear, bro, I was up all night drinking, talking shit, Square porn bombed me. I had to fall asleep around 3 and woke up on some drunk shit around like 5. Where Gene was live around like 7 or 8. Yeah, it might have been 7 or 8. Bro, Square was up there with y'all laughing it up. Yeah, I was having a hallelujah good time. Now, did I watch the whole thing? No. I'm like, okay, Square just porn bombed me. Now he on Gene's show. I would have confronted it.
Well, hey.
So who the hell you think you is? Sending some Ativan junkie over here, taking shots at the king. You better ask Seth and Miss Paula. You take a shot at the king, you better not miss.
Lame, I don't think you're out to get me. See, y'all take my paranoia wrong, and it comes from being fucked with.
No damn game. This ain't Recess.
But you know, you could have asked me and I'd have told you.
Yeah, shit. It is what it is. The point remains, man. Y'all did what y'all did to me. Y'all act like y'all didn't talk shit about me on G's. Casey.
Square is a little shit.
Now, when y'all said I talked about jeans,
There ain't nothing little about me. I'm not a little shit either. You're a little shit. You go picking shit and arguments with me when there was none. I took up for you. I took up for what the fucking happened to your daughter. And every fucking time I turn around, there's gotta be some bullshit. You know, you can't just be cool with me, Casey. That's the problem. I've tried numerous times being cool with you.
daughter.
I didn't say you talked about Jean's daughter.
I never called her that.
You never called her what?
What Carrie just said. I said Cass is a person with unlimited potential and the sky's the limit. And as long as she put her mind to it, she his life and he's living it. Like he don't give a fuck about what people on the internet say, man.
So if I was to sit here and say your daddy is a no good with a gold tooth, you had a right to come up here and chew your ass out.
Came over here and cussed me out on my show. Ain't nobody said nothing about that. Rebecca was here seen up here cussing at me.
Well, did you deserve it? Did you say?
Yeah, I talked about that damn no good nigga daddy. I said he had a no good nigga. He had a gold tooth.
Okay.
What else I said? I said he eat chicken patties all the time. I was saying a whole bunch of shit.
See? So she had a right to come up here and chew your ass out.
She didn't get on the panel. She was in the chat.
Well, she did have a right to be in your chat and chew your ass out.
I guess. But shit.
Well,
the point remains. The point and told her. My lights off and hit a nail.
Wait. Is she depressed?
Yeah. Jennifer is dealing with a loss in her family. Sorry to spill your beans, Jen, but it's okay. Casey has also dealt with the same losses in her family, so I feel like, if anybody can understand what's going on, you know what I mean? It would be her.
I was going to make it funny, but she wouldn't find it funny at the moment.
I mean, try it out.
Wait, what did you say happened?
Try it out. You say you're gonna make it funny, but you don't think that when you have to buy.
When I'm just saying, when you're like, oh, I want me a hamburger, well, you just get one of those. Correct.
I would
they
say
said it, not me.
I would say, guys, it's okay to eat fruits and vegetables, but it's okay to eat meat too. We seem to have a problem in America. Either your home needs to eat more apples, but when I get out there with a nice pasture and a cow, 1997 Easton Metal.
Okay, well,
yeah.
She said beat it to death, not shoot it.
Oh, he swing that ostrich leg clean. That's broke. So now I just demobilized his ass. Now he's hopping around. Now he's hopping.
Well, it's enough books and see some of that. What? No way.
Well, I've certainly made my mistakes.
You are an annoying man, John Marston. Here's a hint. Act like you ain't a selfish, thirsty moron.
You mean live? It'll shut you up.
John Marston.
It's good to see you.
Abigail and Jack.
She's fine.
Hey, John.
What do you want? Listen,
Shut up.
nice tongue you got there, lady.
What the hell? Hell no.
Abigail! Jack! Anyone here? Anyone home? Oh, darling. I never thought I'd see this day again.
You no good hillbilly piece of shit. I thought you was dead. I thought you was dead, John, huh? Where you been? Where you been?
You know where I've been, darling. You know.
You saw Dutch, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw him.
And Bill?
Yeah, I saw him too.
And you didn't go back to him.
I left that life. Just as you left yours. How'd they treat you?
Oh, I can take care of myself, John. One guard got funny on me one time, but I wasn't so ladylike and he didn't try it again. Nor no one else.
How's the boy?
Oh, like you. And like
Oh well. Exactly, Berlinetta. It's not. It's not. I agree. I agree. I gotta get off here, guys. I gotta get to doing stuff I gotta do. Work and other things.